Today, we have a short interview with Bryan from Cadence Ventures to share with us insights on deal sourcing in Singapore. Let us hear from him now.
Hi.
Welcome to this interview with Private Equity Tech Conference. How about you share with us about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Bryan, and I'm the Managing Director of Cadence Venture Capital. And Cadence Venture Capital is a registered VC management company in Malaysia. And we are backed by Mountain Partners in Switzerland and Challenger Fund in the UK. Our first fund is on fintech startups in Southeast Asia region.
So how about you share with us, who is the team at Cadence VC? Tell us more about what you invest in,
Our first fund, we invest in fintech startups, and we are looking at specifically 3 countries first: Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. The ticket size is between $500,000 to $1 million US. We're looking at seed to pre-A stage, kind of companies.
How do you feel about this, fintech landscape in Singapore?
Okay, in Singapore, obviously the government has given a lot of support to startups. It has a very conducive environment. It works very closely with MAS. It works very closely with the banks. So we are seeing a lot of activities. We are seeing a lot of funds being raised by startups in Singapore, and it's also helped by the fact that the adoption of fintech services in Singapore is a lot faster than a lot of other Southeast Asia countries. So we are definitely very positive, in looking at the developments in Singapore.
In your opinion, what do you think is the status of deal sourcing in Southeast Asia? And how has, this pandemic impacted it?
Just like many businesses, deal sourcing has slowed considerably. Many LPs have put a pause on investment activity until there's better clarity on the outlook, especially after the respective economies restart. So having said that, we have not put a pause on looking for investment opportunities, but concurrently casting an eye on the unfolding future developments, new trends, and new behaviors. More importantly, we believe fintech is in the right moment, right conditions. What used to be a slow adoption by certain countries or certain societies on fintech services in this region has now turned into a necessity, brought about by COVID-19. So we think fintech is nicely placed at this moment to take off on an accelerated growth trajectory.
What are some long-term trends you expect from this pandemic?
Okay, until the vaccine is developed, I suppose we will all be living and going about with a degree of trepidation, and with that comes measures and practices as the new normal. So I think people still like to travel, have physical meetings, dine and drink in restaurants. So those activities we have been enjoying pre-COVID. But for aviation, travel, tourism, they will be hard hit from this crisis that we are going through now. But I think we should recover eventually when people have the confidence to go back to what they enjoy doing. So what are long-term trends? So for the next 12 to 18 months, with countries going into recessions, we will see more favorable trends in B2B models where demand is more stable, with higher degree of stickiness in comparison to B2C type of models where there will surely be cutbacks on spending by consumers. Those which have a focus on budget-conscious segment will have a head start to capture bigger market share, while others could be scrambling to refocus to this segment. And one more thing is, I believe the digital transformation theme will grow in prominence amongst SMEs in the developing countries, and verticals such as fintech, digital commerce, digital marketing, and logistics will benefit from it.
Thank you, Bryan, for sharing with us your insights in
deal sourcing amidst this pandemic. Do join us at this year PETC 2020 to gain more insights and network with over 150 attendees in exploring the general venture capital and private equity landscape. Thank you.